Good evening and welcome to the December 17th meeting. If you'd please stand, we have a special event this evening. We're going to call up Troop 2399 from St. Paul, the Apostle Catholic Church in Chino Valley. They're going to lead us in the flag salute this evening.
Allegiance. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much, ladies. We're going to change the agenda this evening. Please do note, City Clerk, that all council members are present. We're going to move up item number 1, which is the swearing in. I would like to ask for a staff report from our City Clerk, please.
Good evening, Mayor and members of the City Council. The returns of the election have been canvassed, and the San Bernardino County Register of Voters provided the certification and statement of votes included as Exhibit A to Resolution 2024-058. Based on election results, Eunice M. Yaloa was reelected as mayor, Christopher Flores was reelected as member of the City Council, District 1, and Karen C. Comstock was reelected member of the City Council for District 4, each for a term of 4 years. Approval of Resolution number 2024-058 will meet the city's requirements to declare the results of the November 5th, 2024 general municipal election and such other matters as provided by law. Mayor and members of the City Council, that concludes my report, and I would be happy to answer any questions. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Natalie. Is there anyone in the audience that would like to address the council on this item? Okay, seeing none, we're going to take a very short recess.
Mayor, we do need to take a vote.
Oh, that's right, I do have to take a vote. I'm a little nervous this morning, and I don't know why. It's not like I haven't done this before. I need a motion and a second, please. We have a motion from Councilman Flores, second from Councilman Burton. Please vote. And of course, mine doesn't work. And the item passes unanimously, 5-0. So now we're going to take a very, very short break while we set up for the swearing in. So be right back. Okay, our district attorney, Mr. Jason Anderson, is going to be the one that's swearing
Mayor.
us in this evening.
I appreciate that very much. So really quickly, so it's an honor to be asked to come down here. My name is Jason Anderson. I'm with the District Attorney's Office for the County of San Bernardino. I have to say that Mayor Ulloa and I have a very long history, but fortunately for me, it's actually through my wife, who was Miss Chino in 1987. When Mayor Ulloa was involved in politics, she wanted me to give you her regards and wish you a Merry Christmas and to your family. What a wonderful, steady hand you have had on this city. We are lucky to have you. She was lucky to know you then. We are lucky to know you now, and it's really my honor to be able to swear you in. So thank you so much.
Thank you very
Absolutely.
much.
You know the drill.
I know
you
the
know
drill. Just a few times.
You got it. I state your name.
I, Eunice Ulloa,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
and I will bear true faith and allegiance
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance, oh my gosh,
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of
and
California,
the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully
and that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
upon which I'm about to enter.
upon which I am about to enter.
Congratulations, Mayor.
Thank you.
Congratulations again.
I know. Oh, my certificate. All right. These things are in the way, huh? Maybe we move over a bit.
That's good.
And this is my husband, Bob, who's been supportive all these 40 years. He deserves a trophy. My son, it's my son, Troy, who, as he was growing up, hated the fact that I was in politics. His wife, Erica, their son, Trent, very proud of him. He's in Sea Scouts, senior this year at Ontario Christian, and when he graduates, he wants to be a port pilot for the Coast Guard. So, and Jade, my granddaughter Jade. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you.
All right, I'm calling my family up now. 1 second. Congratulations.
Thank you. And once again, it's an honor to be back here. I had the privilege of swearing in Mr. Flores when he was initially elected, so thank you for the honor to coming back here. You guys, again, just a wonderful, wonderful city, great approach on governing. All the best of luck to you. Merry Christmas to your family. It's always an honor to be here, to be in front of you guys. So you ready to go?
Ready to go.
All right, raise your right hand, please. I state your name.
I, Christopher Flores,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully
and that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
upon which I'm about to enter.
upon which I am about to enter.
Congratulations, Council.
Thank you, Jason. So I'll introduce my family now. On the far left over here, We have my younger sister, Bianca. She's well on her way into the medical field, so we're excited for her. Next to her, we have my beautiful and gorgeous mother, Veronica, and she deserves the trophy, Mayor, in my, in my career. And this is my father, Angel Flores. He deserves the trophy as well for his support in my endeavors here in local politics. And here's my brother, Jason, and he's in law enforcement, and he's strong in his career right now. So we're excited for him. So thank you guys all for being here, and thank you for the support.
How about one more time?
Anybody else you're going to bring up?
Yes, I will. I will bring up my mom and my dad and Donna.
Nice.
Thank you. Regretfully, Jason, my sister and brother couldn't be here this evening, but I am grateful tonight. The last time this happened, we weren't able to get together because of the pandemic protocol, so my mom and dad were here, so I'm grateful to have them
Wonderful,
tonight as well.
wonderful. Well, congratulations to all of you. I know how much influence and a part of this you guys are. Real quick, I would be remiss if I didn't give everyone in here a little bit of history who I'll always refer to as Chief Comstock. So I've been with the DA's office since 1998. In 1999, I was fortunate enough to get transferred in the DA's office down here to Chino when they still had the courthouses and the PD was involved. All of our cases were there. And so being very young as a DA, I had no idea what I was doing. And fortunately, I got to work with Karen Comstock, who taught me everything she knew, which was wonderful. And it was a big, big part of my career. And then being able to come back in 2012 to work with you in an administrative capacity, there is a certain DNA and cadence that exists at the Chino Police Department that you are integral in not only fulfilling when you came into the role as chief, but expanding. And then for you to have such a servant heart to come back to this community and serve with distinction and honor and sophistication and professionalism, all of the traits that I knew from the second we met back in 1999, the residents are very, very lucky to have you. And I know that you, again, govern with Councilmember Flores and the mayor and all the other council members. So once again, Chief Comstock, it's an unbelievable honor to come here. When the chief, Kevin Minson, texted me, I think I got back to him very, very quickly. I said, the only person I text quicker than that is my daughter, if she's on the job. So Karen, thanks so much for allowing me to do this.
Thank you, Jason. We're very honored to work with you throughout my career, and we're also very, very fortunate to have you as our DA. You're doing a great job over there, and keep up the good work.
Thank you very much. Raise your right hand. I, please state your name,
I, Karen Comstock,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and
to the
allegiance
Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of
and
evasion,
that I will well and faithfully
and that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties
discharge the duties
upon which I'm about to enter.
upon which I'm about to enter.
Congratulations once again, Chief.
Thank you, sir.
Merry Christmas.
Again, this is my father, Randy, my mother, Christine, my partner, Donna. Mom and Dad, thank you for being here tonight. Thank you for all your support. As you know, when you enter these positions, you can't do it alone. And thank you. It's so nice to have the public here tonight to join us. I'm just very grateful to be reelected back into this position. And I promise the members of the community of Chino I will continue to work hard for you. Thank you again. I feel very blessed.
Okay, so now we're going to resume our normal council meeting agenda. Our first presentation is for the police department's new canine. I'd like to call up Chief Benson and Officer Diaz to help me welcome our newest addition to the Chino Police Department. Scout. And this puppy's name is Scout. And he likes kids.
So before I turn it over to Officer Diaz to talk a little bit about the dog, so we're very excited to bring this program to the Chino Police Department, provide this level of service. And Officer Diaz will get into a little bit about what it does, but as on top of going out and searching for criminals or suspects that committed crime and fled from the scene, the other part of it was when we started researching this, how often we reached out to some of our allied agencies, how often it's used to locate missing persons. And so here in Chino, we average about 150 missing persons every year. And there's a portion of them that we categorize as missing criticals. And those are everywhere from a small child to an elderly person with dementia or somebody that's disoriented, and using the bloodhound to be able to go out and to locate that. So we're real excited. I'll turn it over to Officer Diaz to be able to talk about him and his partner.
Hello, everybody. My name is Dominic Diaz. I've been with Chino Police Department for going on 6 years now. Recently got the honor of being assigned to Scout as his handler. Scout's currently 9 months old. We did a training in Florida. So we were out there for about a week. He's been training since he was about 12 weeks, running trails already. So he specializes in human scent. So the difference between him and a normal patrol dog is he has a human discrimination as far as scent discrimination, I'm sorry. So he can basically find somebody miles away from the original standing point. So that'll come in crucial with what my chief was talking about with critical missings, suspects, evidence, things like that. So he'll be utilized. Right now we're still in training phase, so we're working together. I'm learning him, he's learning me, and we're excited. So if you see us around, just don't hesitate to come on up and say hi, and he loves pets and snuggles and everything else. So just don't mind the drill.
Right now, I think he's curious about the sharks. He's not sure. He's not sure what these guys are.
He doesn't like balloons very much.
He doesn't like balloons. Uh-oh. He may pop those. Well, thank you very much for having him here today. Let's give them a hand. Oh, it's got to get a picture. Poor Scout. Oh, cute dog. Okay, next we have the 2024 Chino Youth Christmas Parade decorated entry winners. I'd like to invite Brittany Sarkow from Community Services, Parks and Recreation, she's our supervisor, to help announce this year's winners. Brittany, you're going to give us a little bit of background.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Council. So each year, float entries in the Chino Youth Christmas Parade and Fair compete to win in one of three exciting categories. Participants go above and beyond with their creativity, decorating floats, coordinating outfits, and fully embracing the festive theme. This year's theme, Cowabunga Christmas, brought waves of holiday cheer with floats showcasing a fun, beachy twist on Christmas magic. From surfboards to Santa hats, our participants made this year's parade a truly gnarly celebration. Thank you to all who joined in on the fun and made this year's event a holiday hit, and to all of our parade float winners.
Terrific. For Best Use of Theme, we have the American Heritage Girls Troop, California 3130, and Trail Life USA CA 0356. Please come up. I'd like to call up Stacy Yoshida, our troop coordinator, Crystal Torres, vice coordinator, John Yoshida, troop master, and Andy Chadai, and any other parents and scouts that are here today. Stacy. Hi, yes. Taking this. Present a certificate to you. Thank you. Tell us a little bit about you.
This year, our float, like she said, was focusing on cows. We had a wave. We had 2 cows that were surfing. We also had the girls dressed up with cow headbands and leis, and it was a great experience as always.
Well, Thank you very much for participating. Did you kids have fun? Did you all work on the float? Oh, well, congratulations, and we look forward to seeing what you come up with next year. Your third year winning. Oh, my goodness sakes. Okay, let's gather in and get a picture. She'll get it. Thank you. Our next award is Best Overall Walkers. Chino American Little League, I'd like to invite President Arminda Confias, and any other parents or athletes that are here today, including the Sharks. Oh my gosh. I know. So, here, oh my gosh, here's the certificate, Best Overall Walkers. Tell us a little bit about your float.
So we decided to do some waves, and last year I don't know if you remember, we did win the walkers as well, and we had a blow-up horse and cowboy. He was really entertaining, and so that worked really well for us. So we decided to do the sharks this year, and we doubled it. So we had all the sharks out there, and they were high-fiving all the kids, and we just really wanted to make it interactive. So that was where we were going with it.
Well, I understand the kids really enjoyed it. I guess the Sharks would go back and forth high-fiving the kids, and every once in a while they'd notice that they were getting far behind, so they'd have to hike up their uniform and run to catch up with the float. Congratulations. We look forward to seeing what you're going to do next year. Get a picture. Too much fun. And then our last is the overall float, best overall float, which is ARC Academy. I'd like to invite up Rita Gordon, teacher coordinator, Crystal Salcido, decorator, and Pastor Nick Martinez, along with any other parents or students that are joining us this evening. And we have a picture up on the screen, the best overall float. Here's a certificate of congratulations. Tell us a little bit.
Hello, good evening. We're from ARC Academy. We're a homeschool program. We offer enrichment classes for homeschool families. This is our 4th year. We would like to thank Marty Martinez for lending us his trailer. It was a lot of fun. And we brought our flag that was on the boat. We'd like to be a big flag in the community for homeschool families. So thank you for having us. And we thank God for everything.
Let's get a photo. Congratulations. Okay, next we have the recognition of the Della Robbia Wreath Program at Boys Republic. I'd like to invite up the administrator, Jessica Ruiz, and students Juliana Menace and Ariane James to join me up front. You're welcome. We have a certificate of recognition, and it reads, "Thank you for your service and dedication to the Chino Valley with the Della Robbia Wreath Program since 1923." And it is signed today. Present this to you.
Thank you.
And why don't you explain the program a little bit?
Okay, you want to say it? Say your name. Okay.
Hello, my name is Ariane James. I appreciate everyone for having me. This wreath thing has been going on a long time. It's way older than me, but it's they just reached their 100-year anniversary last year, so this is the 101st year they are doing this, and it's just been an honor to participate in the wreath program. I've been able to learn working skills, just participating and doing the wreath stuff. So I just want to say it was very fun, and I appreciate you guys for having us.
Yeah, thank you all for having us. Like he said, everything pretty good. Thank you for that. But we're a treatment center, and we help at-risk youth. So our kids come to us and live with us for about 6 months hopefully longer at times. And our goal is just to get them back in the community and be successful.
Well, congratulations, and I know you guys learned a lot there. Learn how to work with each other, work team, and then, of course, it's a business, right? So you're helping thrive the program that they've had for so many years. That is such a tradition in this valley. Thank you very much. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you very much. Well, let's see. Let's just set it somewhere. Yeah. You want to take it? Thank you very much. Thank you. Next, we have recognition by the Chino Valley Medical Center. I'd like to call up Gail Affiato, Chino Valley Medical Center's Chief Executive Officer, and Dr. Hamad Shalikar, and Christine Issouf Alviz. She is the ED Director. Join up front for a special presentation.
Thank you. Thank you, Mayor and the City Council members, for allowing us to be able to present this recognition to our first responders. And I would just like to share with the community what happened at Chino Valley Medical Center. The adjacent medical office building caught on fire on December 10th of this year. So when the alarm was raised and the fire began to spread, it was a moment of great concern for all of us at Chino Valley Medical Center. The immediate threat to the safety of our patients, many of whom were vulnerable and in need of care, required a swift and effective response. The actions taken by our police officers and firefighters were nothing short of exemplary. The Chino Valley Fire Department acted with remarkable speed and expertise to combat the fire. Their commitment to protecting lives and property was evident as they worked tirelessly to extinguish the fire. The firefighters' quick thinking and strategic approach prevented the situation from worsening, thereby ensuring that the fire did not spread to our hospital or surrounding areas. Their bravery and skill under pressure are commendable and reflect the high standards of training and professionalism inherent in our fire department. Simultaneously, the Chino PD arrived on the scene as well, and their presence was vital in managing the precautionary evacuation process. Their professionalism and clear communication helped to maintain order during the chaotic situation. Officers worked diligently to assist our medical staff in ensuring that every patient was evacuated safely and efficiently. Their ability to reassure those who were understandably anxious was a testament to their dedication and training. The compassion and care they demonstrated during this crisis truly made a difference. With that, we would like to present a certificate of recognition, if I may call Chief Williams first.
This one here?
Oh, this one. Do you want to read that?
Hello, everyone. Just to read what is on here, I don't want you to hold it, Chief. This is a certificate of appreciation is presented to Chino Valley Fire Department. In recognition of your outstanding bravery and dedication, we hereby express our heartfelt gratitude for your swift and courageous response to the fire incident at Chino Valley Medical Center's Medical Office Building on December 10, 2024. Your unwavering commitment to protecting the community and ensuring the safety of its residents is truly commendable. Through your expertise, teamwork, and tireless effort, you not only safeguarded lives and property, but also exemplified the spirit of service and resilience that defines our community. Thank you for your relentless dedication and for being our heroes in a time of crisis.
Thank you so much.
And Chief Manson, please.
I'd actually like to call Officer Agadir and Officer Zeljak up. These were the two of the officers that were working on the date of the incident and did this, so they could accept it.
So this certificate is awarded to the Chino Police Department in recognition of your exceptional assistance during the fire incident in Chino Valley Medical Center's medical office building on December 10th, 2024. Your swift and decisive actions in evacuating patients and staff ensured their safety and demonstrated exemplary dedication to our community. We are profoundly grateful for your professionalism, teamwork, and commitment to the public service. Your efforts not only protected lives, but also instilled confidence in the emergency response system. Thank you very much for being a vital partner in our community safety and well-being. Thank you.
And to the chief, both chief of PD and fire department, the signatures around the border of our certificate was signed by a majority of the staff who were there during the fire.
You know, we're very, very blessed in our community to have a police department and a fire department that work so closely together. It doesn't happen in every community, so we are truly blessed to have the team of the fire and the PD together, and thank you for recognizing them. It means a lot. Let's get a picture. That's gorgeous. My gosh. Thank you again very much for recognizing again. Steve, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, just really quick, we're very fortunate to have a hospital in our own town. I've worked in several areas, and not every city has the ability to have that. As has already been stated, the collaboration between us and law enforcement, I really want to say thank you to my personnel. I have the best fire personnel in this whole state, so thank you to those men and women that were out there handling the business on behalf of the hospital and Chino, so thank you.
And thank you for the recognition. Thank you. And our final recognition is very special. I'd like to invite up June Sano and her family to join me up front. June is retiring. June Sano has dedicated 18 years to the city of Chino, making significant contributions that have touched many lives. She began her journey here in 1990 as a volunteer marriage and family therapist trainee while pursuing her master's degree. Her exemplary performance led to a part-time position as a counselor too, just 6 months later. After obtaining her marriage and family therapist license in 1994, she expanded her experience outside the city, serving as a clinical director at a counseling services organization. In February 2009, June returned to Chino, taking on the role of part-time clinical marriage and family therapist supervisor. She guided master's degree level student interns and trainees with exceptional leadership and insight. Her career progressed steadily, and by February 2017, she was promoted to full-time clinical specialist. Most recently, she has excelled as the clinical program manager, where she's played a pivotal role in the management of the department's Human Services Division. June's leadership was instrumental in developing a cohesive team that included counselors, interns, and trainees, and her strategic oversight extended to the homeless outreach team. This team works collaboratively with the Chino Police Department's Quality of Life team, various social services programs and events, and the HOPE program in partnership with the Chino Valley Unified School District. Her efforts to establish strong partnerships with local universities have significantly enhanced the department's internship counseling program, making it a highly sought-after initiative in the region. Furthermore, Jean forged valuable connections with the Chino Valley Medical Center and San Bernardino County Mental Health Services. Her community involvement also included serving as a representative for the Chino Valley Unified School District's Medical Collaborative and as a board member of the Health Services Alliance. June, your commitment over the past 18 years has been invaluable to our community. Your advocacy for mental health and social services has made a lasting impact on the Community Services, Parks, and Recreation Department. We extend our deepest gratitude for your service and wish you a fulfilling retirement. You definitely will be missed. And we have this coveted city tile for you. And it reads, "The Chino City Council, on behalf of the citizens of Chino, wish to express their appreciation for your 18 years of dedicated service to the city of Chino and its residents. June, you have been so instrumental in our community. We're really going to miss you. But you know what? I hope you get tired in retirement and bored and want to come back, because we are really going to miss you."
Thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much, Mayor Uloa, and, oh, it's okay. And council, it's really been a privilege to be here. I have loved this time with the city. I'm sad and happy at the same time. It will be nice to have a new adventure, and I'm so happy to have my family here with me. This is Jeff, my husband, who has supported me as well as your husband through all these years, and his sister Sarah, my nephew, Luke.
That happens to me too. It's all right.
The youngest of my brothers, his wife Patty, my brother is Mark, Megan, who's newly married to my oldest nephew, the oldest of that family, Nolan, my oldest nephew Darren, who is son of Sarah, and Shane, the middle child of of my brother's family. So I'm very happy that they all made it out tonight. It's an honor to have them here with me. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you all for supporting her. Honestly, people can't do the jobs that they do with the excellence that June has all these years if she didn't have the support of her family. It really matters. So thank you all for supporting her.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
To come back.
Oh, yes. Thank
You
you
can
so
come
much.
back.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'll be seeing you at all the other places. Exactly.
City Manager, do we have any agenda additions or revisions?
No changes, Mayor.
Okay, within our agenda packet is the Economic Development Report for the fourth quarter of 2024. I'd like to encourage you all to access that information. There's also an external agency report that's available within the agenda packet as well. Next, under public announcements, Holiday Home Decorating Contest. The 2024 Holiday Home Decorating Contest is currently underway, with public voting now open. You can view the map of all the dazzling entries and vote for your favorite at cityofchino.org/holiday home. Please join us in spreading holiday cheer by celebrating the creativity of our community. Next, under winter pop-up events, as a reminder, don't miss the stunning winter lights display at City Hall, lighting up every night from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m., excuse me, until January 1st. Also, beginning this Friday, join us for a series of winter pop-up events at Chino City Hall lawn, located at 13220 Central Avenue. Each event features holiday lights, live performances, and festive activities perfect for family gatherings. All events will run from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. The first is the Chino Christmas Carol, which kicks off the series on Friday, December 20th. Enjoy special Disney Friends games and treats. Next, there's the Whoville Chino Christmas. It takes place on Monday, December 23rd. Celebrate with the Grinch and Cindy Lou in a heartwarming Whoville performance. And lastly, Chino's Frozen Fantasy takes place on Friday, December 27th. Experience a magical sing-along evening with Elsa, Anna, Olaf, and Kristoff. Next, we have Chili Chino. Next, the Winter Fun continues in 2025 with Chili Chino. This frosty festivity is scheduled for January 11th from 9 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Enjoy a snow day filled with sledding, snowman building, crafts, and delicious fruit from local vendors. Secure your spot now by registering at cityofchino.org/chilichino. And finally, I'd like to remind you about the upcoming holiday schedule. Please note that City Hall and most city facilities will observe a holiday closure or have limited hours starting in December 24th, with normal operating resuming on January 2nd. Additionally, if your regular waste management collection falls on December 25th, 26th, or 27th, services will be delayed by 1 day. The same one-day delay will apply the following week for a collection scheduled January 1st, 2nd, or 3rd. Next on our agenda is public communication. This is the time and the place for the general public to address the council about items that do not appear elsewhere on the agenda. Our first written request to speak is Mr. Dustin Harrison from Calvary Chapel, Chino Valley. And he's going to lead us in an invocation, and I invite anyone who would like to participate to please stand.
Thank you, Mayor. City Council, will you please join me in prayer? Lord, we just thank you for, Lord, more years of our mayor and our city council joining us and leading our city. We pray for wisdom and discernment. We pray that you would watch over and protect them and guide them. We pray, Lord, for your protection and guidance, Lord, for the first responders, Lord. We thank you for their unity, Lord, to protect our city. And Lord, we pray for their families, that you would guide and direct them, Lord. And as this year is about to come to an end, Lord, we pray for a prosperous new year for the city of Chino, Lord. We pray that you would protect the youth and the schools, Lord. We pray that you would just guide and direct our hearts. And Lord, may, as a city, as a community, may we be united to love one another, Lord, to be kind and neighborly to each other, Lord, and to reach out to those that are hurting and broken. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Thank you, Dustin. Okay. Next representative is Field Representative for Assemblymember Michelle Rodriguez. She's newly assigned. It's Sophia Cohen.
Hi, everyone. My name is Sophia Cohen, and I'm the field representative for State Assembly Member Michelle Rodriguez. I wanted to introduce myself and let everyone know that our office is just next door. It's the same building as the previous assembly member. We are here for you and look forward to working with you in the future. My contact is sophia.cohen@asm.ca.gov. Please feel free to reach out to our office, and thank you for having us here tonight. Next, we brought certificates from the office to recognize the swearing in for Mayor and our new City Council members. For Mayor Eunice Ulloa, Christopher Flores, and Karen Comstock, on behalf of the 53rd Assembly District, congratulations on your re-election and continued service to the residents of the City of Chino. Your leadership, commitment, and to public service and efforts to improve the community are commendable, and we extend our gratitude for your hard work and wish you continued success.
Thank you very much, Sophia, for being here. Next written request to speak is James Castro, trash dumping of large items.
Good evening. Thank you for allowing me to speak. And congratulations on your reelection.
Thank you.
Mayor, thank you. I'm Helen Castro's brother, by the way. Anyway, my concern was I'm third generation here in Chino and have been living in the same area for the past 60 years. Anyway, recently we've been experiencing, actually not recently, over the last few years, an excessive amount of trash dumping. Not by the locals, but people actually bringing their cars and dumping items in our alleys, making it difficult for us to get through our alleys. Some of us have our garages back there, we can't get our cars in. And it's become dangerous because it brings on a lot of broken glass, and we still have a lot of children in our area that play in those areas. So I just wanted to bring this to the council's attention, and also was curious as to why the weekly trash collection doesn't report this to the city. So,
Well, they only correct the normal collection bins, so they wouldn't be looking for additional trash. I know we had a big trash cleanup recently. Linda, would you like to talk about that, please?
We did, thank you, Mayor. So this has come to our attention from other residents, and we have been actively using our social media platforms to educate our residents about the options available to them for large items that they need to be removed through waste management. But if you're saying they're coming from outside our community, that's a different situation. But I just want you to know that we are aware that this is happening. We have an app, it's called My Chino.
yeah.
If you subscribe to that and you take a picture of it, send it to us, we will certainly come out and address anything that's being dumped in your alleys.
Okay. There's also, I'm in in District 2 of Chino, the city of Chino, and there's businesses right there on the corner of Benson and Riverside Drive. Is there any way that they can have cameras coming off those buildings that would actually, because I have a camera that points to the alley, and I did actually record somebody dumping their trash, but I didn't get the license plate. It wasn't clear, so.
Okay. If it's reported, we'll follow up on it.
Okay,
For
thank you.
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
James. Those are the only written requests I have to speak. Is there anyone else who would like to address the council about items that are not on the agenda? Okay, now I see some young people in the audience. We have a tradition here where if there's a young person that is going to school and taking a class requiring them to attend a council meeting, we'd like to invite you up and say what school you're going to and what class you are. Is there anyone in the audience that is in that situation? Do you want me to make them come up? Have her come up? Okay, I understand that we do have someone who's related to Councilman Flores.
Bob is raising his hand. He wants to come on.
Come on up, please. Chris, you want to call her out?
We'll start with Isabella.
Come up and give us your name. Come on. Give us your name, the school you attend, and the class that you're taking. Come to the lectern. Right there, where the microphone is.
I'm Isabella, and I go to Roosevelt High School in Eastville, California.
And what class are you taking that requires you to go to a council meeting?
None.
None? Oh, my gosh. Well, thank you, Isabella, for being here.
Thank you.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, we will move on now to item number 2, which is the selection of the mayor pro tem. I'd like to open nominations. Is there an appointment, a nomination to an appointment for mayor pro tem?
Hi, Mayor. If I may, I would like to nominate Councilmember Curtis Burton to be our next mayor pro tem.
Okay, is there a second?
I'd like to second that, Mayor.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Please vote. Okay, passes unanimously. Mr. Curtis Burton, congratulations on being the new mayor pro tem.
Thank you very much, Mayor. I'm honored to be able to accept it. Thank you.
Okay, next, item number 3, Public Financing Authority Chair and Vice Chair appointment. Selection of the Public Financing Authority Chair and Vice Chair for 2-year terms from 2025 to 2026. Our current chair is Councilmember Flores, and the Vice Chair is Councilmember Lucio. I'd like to open the nominations for chair to the Public Financing Authority. Everybody's quiet. Let's see. City Manager Do we have I do not have it available to me right now, who are the recommended chair and vice chair? Do you have it? I know, and I don't have it. Public financing.
I don't see a recommendation, Mayor, just all council members listed.
Okay, then it's open for nominations for chair and vice chair. We're all on that committee, so who would like to be chair?
I'd like to nominate Councilmember Comstock
Okay.
as chair.
Is there a second? Okay.
I'll second.
Please vote. Okay. The vote is unanimous. Now, vice chair, is there a nomination for a vice chair? Okay, I will nominate Councilman Lucio. Is there a second?
I'll second that, Mayor.
Okay, please vote. Okay, come on. And the nomination is unanimous. Congratulations, Council Members Comstock and Councilmember Lucio.
Thank you, Mayor.
Next on the agenda is consent calendar. Do any council members wish to have any items pulled for discussion? Seeing none, is there any audience members who would like to address any item on the consent calendar? Seeing none, then I would entertain a motion and a second for the consent calendar. We have a motion from Councilmember Comstock, second from Councilman Flores. Please vote. And consent calendar passes unanimously. New business, item number 14, introduction of ordinance number 2024-013, repealing chapters 3.32 and 3.34 of the Chino Municipal Code and adopting a new chapter 3.32 purchasing ordinance. This is to approve the introduction of ordinance 2024-13, repealing chapters 3.32 and 3.34 of the Chino Municipal Code and adopting the new chapter 3.32 to update the purchasing ordinance. Staff report this evening will be provided by Giselle Sandoval, purchasing manager, and Nadine Lowry, acting director of finance.
Good afternoon, Honorable Mayor, members of the council, and members of the public. Thank you for the opportunity to present the proposed updates to the City of Chino's purchasing ordinance. This ordinance guides how we acquire goods, services, and public projects while maintaining compliance with state and federal regulations. These updates respond to evolving mandates, leverage technological advancements, and align with industry standards. By adopting them, we will streamline operations and better support the city's mission. We are proposing to update approval authorities and bidding thresholds to address delays in the procurement process. To inform these changes, we reviewed the purchasing practices of neighboring cities, including Chino Hills, Eastvale, Fontana, Ontario, and Pomona. This research showed that adjusting the city's thresholds will simplify procedures and improve service delivery. Developed in collaboration with city departments and the city attorney's office, these updates open the door to working with a broader range of businesses and enhance our responsiveness to community needs. A key proposal is increasing the city manager's approval limit to $150,000, allowing staff to more quickly address departmental requirements while maintaining council oversight for larger expenditures. Currently, the city's procurement process triggers multiple quotes and bidding methods starting at $10,000. This approach often prolongs projects. To align with regional standards and the California Uniform Public Construction Cost Accounting Act, better known as CUPCA, we propose new thresholds. For goods, 3 quotes are required for purchases over $25,000. Informal bids for those between $25,000 and $100,000, and formal bids for those over $100,000. For professional services, formal bids will be required for services over $75,000. For public works, bidding thresholds will align with CUPCA standards and automatically adjust as updates to CUPCA are made. These changes clarify the process, ensure accountability, and improve how we handle procurement. The City of Chino currently sets the capital asset threshold for equipment at $5,000. The California Society of Municipal Finance Officers Association recommends raising it to $10,000. Doing so aligns us with industry standards and provides a more practical framework for asset management. We are also introducing new sections in the ordinance to strengthen transparency, ethical standards, and environmental responsibility. These are practices we've been implementing, and the updated ordinance will formalize them. The following sections include an ethics statement, ensuring adherence to the highest standards, supplemental regulations, allowing adjustments through resolutions, use of electronic means, authorizing electronic procurement methods, budgeted funds required, linking purchase orders to available funds, environmentally preferred procurement, to prioritize eco-friendly products, unauthorized purchases, prohibiting payments for purchases not following proper procedures, design build, allowing this approach for greater project flexibility, change orders, permitting adjustments within established limits. These updates modernize the city's procurement practices, enhance clarity, and uphold public trust. In conclusion, this updated ordinance is a critical step in advancing our procurement system. It allows the city to continue providing high-quality services to our community while maintaining fiscal responsibility and compliance with all regulations. So thank you for your attention, and I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have.
Thank you very much. Prior to questions of the staff, I'd like to ask if there's any comments from the audience this evening on item number 14. Seeing none, any council comments or questions? Okay, seeing none, I'd like to entertain a motion in a second, please. Motion from Councilmember Comstock, second from Councilmember Flores. Our city attorney will now read the ordinance.
Thank you, Mayor. Before the City Council is ordinance number 2024-13, entitled An Ordinance of the City Council of the City of Chino, California, repealing chapters 3.32 and 3.34 of the Chino Municipal Code and adopting a new chapter 3.32, establishing a purchasing system, and that's being read by title only and waiving further reading. Thank you.
Please vote. Item passes unanimously. Thank you, Fred. Item number 15, purchase orders, FY 24-25 city fleet vehicles. This item is to approve purchase orders to various vendors for the purchasing of 39 city fleet vehicles for fiscal years 24-25 for a total amount of $1,799,959.92. Staff report this evening will be provided by Isaac Marino, our equipment mechanic supervisor, and Hygen Lee, Director of Public Works.
Good evening, Mayor and members of the City Council. The City of Chino Public Works Fleet Division oversees the procurement, maintenance, and replacement of all city-owned vehicles. The life cycle of each city vehicle is tracked using a fleet management system to evaluate mileage, age, type of service, maintenance history, and overall condition. Sufficient funds have been allocated in the fiscal year 24-25 budget to purchase 19 vehicles. There is an intent to purchase an additional 20 vehicles pending the midterm budget adoption scheduled in January 2025. Once adopted, the additional purchase orders will be issued to the vendors. The original budget of $1,141,350 covers 19 vehicles with a projected expenditure of $804,953.53. Of the $1,140,400 midterm budget adjustment, there is a projected cost of $995,006.39 for 20 additional vehicles. Of the 39 vehicles, 24 are replacement due to life cycle expiration, and 15 are needed as a result of organizational growth. Public Works staff published 14 bid notices on Planet Bids in late September and early October of 2024. Receiving bids by October 24, 2024, the cost for all 39 vehicles across multiple dealerships amounts to $1,799,959.92. The inclusion of 20 pending vehicles is intended to purchase will serve as a placeholder with the dealerships to secure the vehicles for the city upon midterm city council's approval. Next slide, please.
Would anyone like to address the council on this item? Yes, ma'am, come on up. No, you have to come up here. Give us your name, please.
My name is Kim Critchfield. I'm just curious.
He's not finished yet.
Oh, sorry. Thought he was finished.
Yeah.
The overall bid results for the 39 city fleet vehicles are as follows. Dealership, MK Smith Chevrolet for 12 vehicles, Western Truck Exchange for 1 vehicle, RCA Investments for 2 motorcycles, Warren Anderson Ford for 19 vehicles, Sabo Holding for 2 units, 1 excavator and 1 trailer, Fleet Vehicle Source for 2 vehicles, Transwest Ford Center for 1 vehicle. Next slide, please. Here is the department breakdown for the 39 fleet vehicles. Police Department, 21 vehicles. Public Works Department, 11 vehicles. Community Services, 4 vehicles. Development Services for 3 vehicles. This concludes my presentation. I will answer any questions councils may have at this time.
Okay, you're finished now?
Yes.
Okay.
My name is still Kim Critchfield, and I have never been to a meeting, so I just wanted to ask, is this, first of all, what happens to the old vehicles? Is there a recapture cost, and is that taken into account here? And second, how many vehicles are there total? Is this like 1/3 of the total count or something like that? That's all.
For the vehicles that are put out of service at the end of life, we usually send them to an auction, and they get sold through a public auction, and the funds are recuperated, and I believe they're collected back to general funds. Currently, as our fleet stands, as it grows every year, I have an approximate number here. Give me 1 second. Overall combined, we've got about 298 vehicles that are currently on our replacement list that, are allocated, and when they're end of life, that's when we usually put them on the replacement cycle list. Sometimes some vehicles still have some life in them if they're not fully met the requirements as far as mileage and age. And each section has a scale for, depending on what type of service the vehicle it is.
So totally, we have 298 vehicles in our fleet?
Approximately, because it does grow each year, and roughly, this was our last year's evaluation.
Well, I have to say, in my 40 years of being on the council, we've never replaced this many vehicles at one time ever. So did we delay in replacing some? Why this huge number?
I believe some of these are carryovers from not being able to fill during COVID era with the chip shortage. So there were a lot of vehicles that were not filled, and then we had to go out to bid again.
And let me just add to that as well. We've had a few vehicles in accidents, and we've got new positions that were hired over the last year, and they need vehicles. So if we were to add those up, I don't know the exact number for this 39, but we had Do you have that breakdown? I know I've seen it.
24 replacements, and then 15 are additions out of those 39.
Yeah, so the replacements are either the vehicle was in an accident or the vehicle has reached its end of life. And then the other 15 new ones are for new positions or vehicles that we didn't purchase last year when a new position came on or the year before. Correct?
That is correct.
Karen, you had a
I
comment?
just had a comment for this, the question from the audience. I do know that our staff, when we do the selection of the vehicles, we've actually developed a rubric that we use for the vehicles. The vehicles that are being used in different capacities, like the police department and different things, they go through a vetting process. It's not just based off of mileage or use or repair. And we do try to send those vehicles into other departments. The reason I know it so much is because I was involved in helping to establish that rubric as a member of the Chino Police Department. It's been very successful to us, as well as we adopted it from other agencies who have won awards from the American Public Works Association for keeping our cars in a state of maintenance versus a state of repair. There is nothing worse for us for a car to break down and not be able to service the community appropriately at the right time. So the best thing for us is to be able to keep our entire fleet, not just at the police department, throughout the entire city, in a proper state of maintenance. And once it reaches that life cycle, we do amortize those vehicles and collect on them and then properly appropriate to replace them. I don't want to nerd anybody else out about the fleet replacement, but there is a method to the madness, and again, to keep them in a proper state of, like I said, maintenance, not repair, in order so that we can keep that fleet running. If our employees can't have proper cars and get out there and service our community, there's nothing worse for one of our vehicles to be down and unserviceable to serve our community.
Will all of these old cars go to the same auction at the same time?
It usually depends on who has the current auction contract, I believe.
But they all go at the same time?
No. Once we develop maybe 10 to 15 vehicles, then we'll send them all at once. Eventually, they accumulate throughout the year because as we build the vehicle, it's not just one day to another. There's a process to it. So
I think it would be interesting, since the whole subject has come up, to let us know what these eventually auction out for. Okay, because that's a lot of money to spend all at one time on vehicles. Okay, any other questions, comments? Okay, then we need a motion and a second, please. Motion from Councilman Lucio, second from Mayor Pro Tem Burton. Please vote. Item passes unanimously. Next on the agenda is mayor and council reports. I'll try to make mine very quick. On Wednesday.
Mayor, item number 16.
Oh, I forgot to, I'm having a bad night tonight. It's crazy, I'm rattled. Item number 16 is our city council committee assignments. The listing is before you. We do have one slight change. The housing committee is supposed to be a Brown Act covered committee, so that will also be asterisked like the others that are Brown Act. Well, with that correction, are there any comments on the committee assignment list? You'll see that it's been revised a bit with 3 added categories to clarify some of the committees that people are on, whether they're temporary ad hoc, subcommittees appointed by a regional committee, or committees of interest that anyone can attend. Comments or questions?
I have a comment there.
Yes, ma'am.
To the League of California Cities Inland Empire Division.
Yes.
I know that you have Councilmember Lucio and the alternate there is Councilmember Flores.
Yes.
I just asked that I be invited to that since I'm the local Inland Empire rep to those meetings and be allowed to attend it.
Well, I think you can attend whenever you want to,
I
since you're going to
can.
be on the board.
Yeah, I just want staff to know I just would like to be invited to it as well. That's just my comment to staff.
Yeah, okay.
That's all.
Any other comments? All right, then we need a motion and a second, please, to adopt the committee assignments. Motion from Mayor Pro Tem Burton, second from Councilman Flores. Please vote. Passes unanimously. Okay, now, Reports. On Wednesday, the 4th, I attended the Omnitrans and SPCTA Board of Directors meeting. 5th, CDA Board of Directors. The 6th, senior birthday celebration for December. And then that evening, Councilman, I'm so used to saying Mayor Pro Tem, Councilperson Comstock and Mayor Pro Tem Burton and I attended the Christmas party for the Chino Police Department, which was always a lot of fun. On the 7th, Saturday, we had our tree lighting that evening that the council was able to attend. And then that evening, I went over to the Cancer Society's Christmas tree auction. On the 12th, which was Thursday, I attended the Omnitrans Admin and Finance Committee, SPCTA Transit Committee, and Metro Valley Committee. And then Saturday, the 14th, we had our parade, which absolutely turned out fabulous. You saw the winners of some of the floats this evening, which were really great. Crowd was wonderful. Everybody had a good time, and afterwards, a lot of people stayed around. I think the weather was perfect, and of course, the rides for the kids and all the vendors and stuff, everybody seemed to really enjoy themselves. And then Thursday, on the 7th, which is today, or Tuesday, today, before the council meeting, Mayor Pro Tem Comstock and I did our first interview for the Sphere of Influence Planning Commission.
Commissioner.
No.
Planning Commission sphere,
No, the, what is it when you can't vote?
ex officio.
Ex officio person. Oh, my gosh. I need to go home and go to bed. Wow. Mayor Pro Tem Burton.
Thank you very much, Mayor. Appreciate that. On the 4th, I attended the Christmas open house hosted by Supervisor Kurt Hagman. It was a great event. There were a lot of people there, a lot of electeds there, and a lot of people went off very, very well. The 5th, I attended the West End Animal Services Agency meeting, and then after that, the Public Works Holiday Luncheon. Thank you very much, Agent, for inviting me to that. Our Public Works folks here in this city do a phenomenal job. I just appreciate all the work that they do. Thank you. And then after that, I went to the remembrance ceremony for Mayor Dennis Yates. Again, another very incredible event. A lot of people there as well. On the 6th, the Chino Police Officers Association holiday party. And then on the 7th, I attended the tree lighting ceremony here at the Civic Center. On the 9th, my one-on-one with the city manager. And then on the 10th, the board of directors from the West End Animal Services Agency traveled down to San Diego to take a look at the San Diego Humane Society to get some ideas about what we want to do up here with our animal shelter and what we certainly don't want to do. But it was a very worthwhile trip. On the 14th, the Chino Youth Christmas Parade. Our staff did an incredible job. Our community services department, Sylvia, you guys did a great job. Thank you very much. And then on the 16th, my one-on-one with the city manager. And then today, this morning, I had an investment committee meeting with Councilmember Flores, and then a community meeting this evening before the council meeting at the Chino Police Department. I would like to congratulate Mayor Ulloa as well as council members Comstock and Flores on their reappointments and elections. I think it's awesome. We have an incredible council right now. We all work together very, very well, and I think it shows in our community. And I believe that's it, Mayor. Thank you.
Okay, Council.
Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. And I'd like to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas. Take this time and spend with a family. We don't get this time very often. It just seems like, every year we're hanging out with our families, and then suddenly some of those family members aren't there anymore. So take the time, enjoy yourselves, and get some rest. Thank you.
Councilmember Comstock.
Thank you, Mayor. On December 5th, I attended the public memorial ceremony that's been mentioned here earlier for Mayor Dennis Yates. That was a nice ceremony. I think it was very well attended by the community, and most importantly, I think Dennis's wife, Rosemary, and his family really enjoyed that. It was a fitting tribute to him, as well as certainly a shout out to our local journalist, David Allen, for writing such a nice article about the memorial. Later that same night, I was the auctioneer for the annual Seroptimus International, the Chino Valley Holiday Ornament Auction. We had a great turnout that night and a lot of fun, didn't we, Chris?
A lot of fun.
Yes, it sure was. So we raised some money for Seroptimus, which will go right back to proceeds to serve women and girls in our community. On Friday, December 6th, I dropped into the Chino Police Department holiday party. Chief, you and your team did a great job. It's always a nice night. There was some nice additions to the party. I couldn't stay for dinner because I had another commitment that night, but it was nice to see you, your staff, and more importantly, all the membership of the police department having a nice evening there and enjoying themselves. On December 7th, the mayor and I attended the Reindeer Romp 5K run at Ayala Park. Of course, all those proceeds go right to the Chino Youth Museum. I think my favorite part of that, Mayor, is actually the kids' fun run. It's really cute to watch the kids. It's a mixed bag. Some of them are so happy to be out there, and some of them just cry and flop on the ground and just don't want to do it.
Go halfway and turn around.
Yes, they go halfway and turn around, that's fun, but just the way people are dressed up for the holiday, and it puts you in the spirit, and of course, everybody does a great job on that committee, and it's a good event. Later that evening, I attended our tree lighting ceremony here at City Hall. It was a beautiful and well-attended night. I also want to thank the city manager and staff for the addition of the lights here behind the council chambers and the garland. It helps to add to the celebration of the season, and we appreciate it. It looks great, Linda. Thank you. On December 12th, I had coffee with a local resident who wished to discuss some development and annexation concerns with me. On December 14th, I was honored to ride with Blanchie from the Patio Cantina in her classic black T-Bird for our holiday parade. As you mentioned, Mayor, that was a great day. That keeps getting better and better as well for us. I want to also thank our staff from Public Works. I saw that they were out cleaning all the sidewalks and street sweeping the curb and gutter and just making sure that our residents that came out to enjoy that had the nicest area that they could possible for that. As well as I enjoyed the addition of people sitting in the median this year. So thank you, Chief, for part of the traffic and engineering for that road closure, for allowing our residents to sit there and enjoy it. It seemed to make it more cozy. That brings me to today, where I met along with Councilmember Lucio with a local resident in the 12600 block of Russell regarding some concerns over infrastructure developments to a development he's working on. Again, thank you to Hajan for attending that meeting with us. I think we came to a nice compromise for that resident, and I think he's going to hopefully put in a nice residential development over there that he intends to live in. I assured him, Chief, that he was moving to a safe community and that he would enjoy living here. Later, the mayor and I conducted an interview with the planning commissioner applicant, and that brings me to tonight's meeting. I also would like to congratulate my colleagues, to you, Mayor. Congratulations on many successful ones, but this one as well. To Chris, I see Chris's dad and mom and family here. I just want to thank you. I'm really enjoying working with your son. He's doing a great job. And thank you for your continued influence and mentorship to him. He speaks highly of all of you, and as you know, we can't do any of these jobs by ourselves. And of course, thank you to the mayor's family as well. Bob's been standing by you for a long time in that, Mayor. So thank you.
Like I said, he deserves it.
Yes, but thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Flores and his family. Also, congratulations to June Sano. I worked with June for a long time during my professional career. We are going to miss working with her, but she is going to enjoy retirement. I'm happy for her. But I already told her replacement she has some big shoes to fill, and I know she's going to do a great job. Just finally, I was very grateful to have my mom and dad here with me tonight and my family members. I want to thank the community on my reelection to City Council. I'm humbled. I was first humbled to serve, as your former Director of Public Safety, and certainly now in this capacity. I don't take it for granted. For any of you that know me, you know that I take all my jobs in these positions very seriously. I enjoy it. I work hard at it. And just thank you for your continued trust in me in this position. I promise you I'll do my best to work hard and not disappoint you. And then, Kurt has already said it. I wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Please celebrate responsibly and safely. And that concludes my report, Mayor. Thank you.
Councilmember Flores.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. I want to just keep my comments sort of brief. I first want to address James. I don't think he's here. He spoke during public comment about some of the illegal trash dumping that's been going on. And as our city manager mentioned, that is something we haven't taken lightly, and that's something that we've been wanting to address even more, and without having to over-regulate. But there are plans in the works. So thank you, James, for bringing that up, and because it seriously is an issue. Sophia, we're happy to have you on board. Please send our regards to Michelle. We're happy that she kept her district office here in the city of Chino. And if there's anything you need from us, please let Michelle know. We're here to make that happen for her. To my family, thank you for the support. My grandma and my aunt, my cousins showed up here at the end, and just want to thank you guys for your support. And I can't do it without you. And Mayor, Councilperson Comstock, when you started thanking my parents, I thought, oh no, my mom's gonna start crying, and there she is, tearing up. But Mom, I love you. And to the team, wanted to say congratulations, Mayor, on your re-election. Councilperson Comstock, on your re-election. It's well-deserved, and I look forward to another 4 years of working with you, and to yourself as well, Councilperson or Councilmember Lucio, and Mayor Pro Tem Burton. And I also want to give a huge shout out to my friend back there, Charlene King. We've had a chance to be friends for many, many years, and I'll tell you, she's been a godsend to my life, and definitely a spiritual. She's helped me grow spiritually, and that means the world to me, because that certainly is my foundation. That being said, I want to wish the community a Merry Christmas as well, and thank you for your support. And as has been mentioned, I promise to do my best and represent you as best as I can. And thank you.
You're welcome. Councilman Lucio.
Yes, on December 5th, I attended virtually the Southern California Associations of Governments 2024 Economic Update. Later that day, I also attended the Celebration of Life for Dennis Yates, or former Mayor Dennis Yates. Later that night, I attended the BIA of Southern California elected officials reception. On the 7th, I attended our tree lighting ceremony, and I will say, if the community hasn't been out to it, it's well worth going and going out there at night, taking pictures. A lot of people were out there taking pictures, but I would say that this year is by far the best year that we've had so far. So it was great job, city staff. You guys did an amazing job out there. On the 10th, I attended the CIW Citizens Advisory Committee. Now, CIW said that they were going to try to attend. They're doing a toy drive for the kids that visit their mothers in prison. So they were going to come talk about that and kind of give some information on how the community can donate to them. Fortunately, they couldn't make it, but if anybody's got any opportunities to donate gifts to them, please. They really, really need them, especially for the kids when they come visit their mothers in prison. They'd like to give them something so that they at least have some sort of gifts when they come into the facility.
What would they do, Mark? Take them directly to the prison?
I think that's the only thing they can do at this point, is just take them directly to the prison. They also were going to come because they did a fundraiser, and they were going to, I think they raised some money. Was it for the Youth Fire Foundation?
There was a donation, sir.
Yeah, they did.
I think there's one at Los Portales tonight for them as well.
Yeah, so I know that they were doing they did a fundraiser. They were giving some money, so they were thinking about coming and doing that here at the meeting, but for some reason they weren't able to come. So, but if anybody can give something to the prison, they'd be more than happy to stop by and drop off a gift, and they'd really appreciate it. On the 14th, I attended the Chino Youth Parade, and that was also very well attended. Afterwards, I came back, and I would say even at 2 o'clock when it was supposed to be over, there was still a lot of people here, a lot of people enjoying the tree and all the attractions that we had here. So it definitely was a good turnout. On the 17th, I attended a meeting with the city manager. Later that afternoon, I attended a meeting with our lobbyists from Washington, D.C., and we talked about some potential federal funding that we want for Pine Avenue, Euclid Avenue, and then the Stark property. And Councilmember Flores also attended with me. So his suggestion to us is normally he would say that for us to go in March to go visit Washington and try to meet with some people up there. But he says that because everybody's now being seated and the committees haven't been assigned yet, and there's such a turnover, that he suggests that we go in April or early May. So he says by then all the committees will be set. The staff, especially the new senator, will be having all his staff in place, so then we can be able to meet with them. So that was his suggestion to us. And then later on that afternoon, I attended the Chaffey College Oversight Committee meeting. And then we also, like Councilperson Comstock said, we met with a resident regarding a proposed development later that afternoon. And then tonight, the city council meeting. And I would just want to say congratulations to my partners and peers up here. Mayor, I don't know why you were nervous. I think this is the 11th time.
I know, it's crazy.
But congratulations on your reelection. Karen, congratulations. And Chris. Obviously, you guys are doing something good because, Mayor, you were voted in overwhelmingly by over 70%. And then Karen and Chris, you guys didn't have any opposition. So that leads me to believe that the citizens are happy with the jobs that you guys are doing. So congratulations, and I look forward to working with you guys.
Thank you.
And then I realized that actually tomorrow is going to be my 6-year anniversary here on the council. So it's been a great 6 years. It's flown by. But I really, really have enjoyed my time here, especially my kids have enjoyed the time here. And I want to end by telling everybody Merry Christmas and have a Happy New Year. Enjoy yourselves with your families. We've had a lot of success so far in this year. We've done a lot of things down on the south end that were long overdue. A lot of those streets now go all the way through to Eastvale. We got a shopping center down there. We're in the process of taking over a huge real estate piece down there at Stark. We have the opportunity to take over Euclid Avenue. And I think we're just moving in the right direction, and I look forward to what the future has to hold for us. So with that, enjoy your families, enjoy yourselves, and have a Merry Christmas.
Thank you. City Manager Reich.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. Just a couple things. First, I'd like to thank the Community Services Parks and Rec team. This is a busy time. They started with the Old Schoolhouse Museum opening of the barn, then they went to the reindeer romp, the tree lighting, the parade. They've got the pop-ups coming to celebrate the lights we have outside, and then, of course, right after that, they'll have Chino. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of planning that started back in July and August to get these events going. So they take the lead, but we also have Public Works and the Police Department who work really hard to make sure that the events are safe and they're clean and they're cleaned up after the event. It's always fun to see the street sweepers come after the parade, picking up everything, and we leave the city better than we found it to start. So our teams, they all work so hard. You know, there's purchase orders that have to be done, there's insurance. So every department is really involved in these large-scale events that we do in the city. So I want to thank our team for that. They work really hard, and as soon as that ends, then we start right into getting ready for 4th of July. So there's no stop for our teams working on these projects, and I want to thank them for that hard work. And that's it for tonight, Mayor.
Okay. City Attorney Galante.
First of all, congratulations to you, Mayor, and council members Comstock and Flores on your reelection. It's a great team. Happy to work with you all. As we do in previous years, and I've reported through the various meetings, there have been several housing bills, and we've synthesized them all and provided recommended actions for changes of standards and policies and potentially codes. I provided that to your staff. Any council member that's interested, it's a little bit lengthy, but I'm happy to provide that to you. And with that, happy holidays, everyone.
Thank you very much. Chief Menson.
A couple things, Mayor. So first, the governor sent out an announcement assigning or appointing Travis Pennington as the warden of CIM, so removing that interim
That's
title.
good news.
So that's really good. Obviously, a great partner for public safety that we have down there, and so excited about that. Secondly, just on Friday, we participated in supporting the Mothers Against Drunk Driving with Illuminate Mad California. And so we lit up the front of the Chino Police Department, specifically the Russ Miller Memorial, with red lights. In this initiative, it was to honor the victims of drunk driving. It also starts the holiday season, which is the most dangerous time on our roadways when it comes to drunk driving. So and the color red, it symbolizes the courage and strength of the victims and their families, and something that the Chino Police Department obviously means a lot to us in remembering the tragic death of Officer Russ Miller, which this February will be the 25th anniversary of his, when he was killed by a drunk driver. So we're going to have additional officers out this holiday season, the evenings, in enforcing drunk driving. We are going to have a DUI checkpoint this Friday evening to target drunk driving, also educate the community that will be out there. And then just lastly, want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a safe, Happy New Year, which we have increased staffing on New Year's Eve to make sure that our city and our community is safe. That concludes my report, unless you got any questions.
Kevin, how's the retail theft team doing?
Doing really well. We don't have any, we'll run the stats when we get done, but we're pretty optimistic based on the stats leading up into the holiday season. And again, it's everywhere from it's the partnerships really, and it's having the officers, those two officers specifically, we've subsidized with other officers to help them, and really is from working with the loss prevention agents to following up. Really, it's the repeat offenders and going after them where they've gone around through the whole region and committing these thefts and being able to now put all of those cases together and to go file it with the district attorney. So being able to have really an investigator assigned to that position. So it's going really well, but I don't have the stats yet. I'll report those next month of how we did.
Well, I just hope the word gets out in the criminal world to stay out of Chino.
Hopefully.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Any directors have of course agendas?
Good evening, Mayor
Of course
and
you do.
Council. I just want to give a quick update because we heard from our community the concern for the illegal dumping. After the cleanup, we have a plan that was just recently implemented by our Public Works Department. We have installed some no illegal dumping signs along with some cameras. So the first one that were installed on the alley between B and C, 4th Street, alley between B and C. So that's the first one, and we'll be expanding it throughout the community. And I know we work with our police department with one of the portable cameras, and I think it was a license reader, to actually catch somebody doing illegal dumping. So again, we are committed to making sure that city stays clean, and we are working with law enforcement to make sure that people do come here to dump and leave. So
Good. Thank you very much.
Yes.
I have a question. Were we able to get Mr. Castro's information about where he lives so you can
Yes,
go out
I-
there and assess it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I got his address.
Just want to make sure we get a sign over there as well.
Yes.
Thank you.
From Benson. Chief Williams.
Mayor, congratulations on your election.
Thank you.
Councilmember Flores, Councilperson Comstock, and really all I have to say is Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, I was remiss in not mentioning the celebration of life to Dennis on the 5th, and I want to thank all those from the public that came out, all the friends and supporters that Dennis had. It was really, really touching, and Rosemary was very touched by his family. It meant a lot to them to see all of the positive that was said. It's very difficult when you lose a family member to dementia, and it spans a couple of years, and you see the deterioration, and she was so devastated by losing him, but it made her feel good to hear all the good stories, and the video that staff did was absolutely phenomenal. In fact, Rosemary would really like a copy of that for their family, the video that was run. So thank you to everyone who was there. Congratulations also to Chris and Karen for, gosh, it was such hard-fought elections. I mean, they didn't have any opposition, which speaks very, very well of the job that you guys are doing. I do encourage the public to come to City Hall at night. The lights out in front and the photography frames that are set up are really, really nice, and you can get some phenomenal family pictures that way. Everyone stay safe. Please don't drink and drive. This should be a season of celebration and happiness, not of mourning someone who made a stupid choice. So please do not drink and drive. And with that, Merry Christmas, and we will see you on January 7th, 6 o'clock here, with a closed session starting no earlier than 4. With that, Merry Christmas and have a wonderful evening. We are adjourned.